Hey guys, Jordan here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how you can turn an unsuitable business into a consulting client. But first things first, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and let's get started with this video. So let's jump straight into this one, guys. First of all, I want it to be clear, this is not a full, in-depth, how to do consulting for social media marketing clients type video, although I am going to do something like that in the near future, so hold tight for that. But today I wanted to cover how you can turn unsuitable businesses, so the businesses that you will usually be turning down, into consulting clients, so you can still make money and they will still get a fantastic service. So who is an unsuitable business? What do I mean by that term? A business can be unsuitable for your particular service for many, many reasons. Maybe you don't understand their products, you're not interested in their product, maybe you don't feel comfortable promoting it for ethical reasons, or you don't feel confident in their service, or maybe even they just cannot afford your service as a whole because their profit margins aren't high enough. So there, as I say, there are many reasons why a business can be unsuitable for your particular service. And this is a very big problem I see with people starting up social media marketing agencies, people who are posting in forums, in Facebook groups, who are sending me messages, people who are having problems with their clients and problems with getting results. 99% of the time it's because they are taking on clients which are unsuitable for them. People are so keen to snap someone's hand off and take someone's money without assessing whether that business is actually suitable for them and they are a good fit. You're a good fit for each other. You've got to be a good fit for each other. You've got to be confident in what you're pushing to be able to sell their product. So I am picky as to which clients I take on. I don't hide that fact. I'm very, very picky because I want to make sure that I can get maximum return for all of the businesses that I work with. And it's for that reason that with all of my students enrolled in my courses, as you will know, I push very, very easy industries for people to get their first clients for, because they're so easy to sign up and they're so easy to get results for, and that's the way it should be. People make their lives so much harder when they're going for all these tiny little niche industries and then wonder why they can't get results, they panic, and then they end up quitting and going back to their day job. And that's not the way that you want to play it. So I advise to all of you, if you don't feel confident with a specific business, drop me a message, post in Facebook, get other people's feedback on it before you actually take them on. Now, to cut a long story short, I do a lot of consulting work with businesses who I don't think are suitable for my regular management service charge. Because I still want to make money out of them, because I know I can still help them out. They're just not suitable for the main service. Now, this happened again a couple of days ago, which is why I wanted to make this video, to explain the process for you so you guys can maximum your revenue for your agencies. So let's jump straight into it. A couple of days ago, I had a lady reach out to me on Facebook. She'd been recommended over to me and she heard that I was good at Facebook ads, and she just said, "Hey Jordan, I've been recommended over to you. I've got a Shopify store. I've seen that you're good at Facebook ads and I really would like to set up a call with you." I was like, "No worries, send me over a link to your page and we'll set up a call." We jumped on a call, I looked through her product, she was telling me all about it, and instantly I just got this impression. I was like, I don't feel comfortable selling your product, because I was out of my depth. Basically, she sells women's hormone cream. It's progesterone cream. Okay, I think I've said that right. It's basically for women who are going through a menopause so they can balance their hormones and their estrogen levels. And it's safe to say that I was very much out of my depth within that product. I don't understand it. I could spend weeks or days researching the product ins and outs and really immersing myself in this, but I'm in a fortunate position now. I have quite a lot of clients that I can be quite picky as to who I take on, and I generally pick the easiest clients that I can work with, because why wouldn't I? So I decided that I was out of my depth with this client. I didn't understand the product enough to be able to confidently sell it. Also, the fact that I don't think her profit margins were big enough at all, so I would not be inclined to charge her £1,500 if she wasn't profiting an awful lot of money in the first place. I just don't think that's fair to do that to a small business owner who's trying to make a success of themselves, just like you and I are. So I said, "Look, I don't think you're suitable for my main service, but I can still help you. I would like to work with you on a consulting basis." So I said to her, "Look, what I would like to do is go through your Facebook page, go through your Shopify store, pick holes in it, look for things which I can improve on, develop a list, put a list of things together which I can do for you, and then I will complete these tasks for you, and I'll revamp your Facebook page, I'll revamp your Shopify store, and my team will do so, and then I can teach you how to advertise on Facebook and how you can market your specific product and any specific advert ideas that I do have. Now this goes back to the old term, and I always think about this, it goes back to the old saying, give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a day, but teach a man how to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. And that's the same basis with consulting. You teach someone how to do this skill, you obviously can't teach them seriously in-depth stuff, like, because it takes you and I months and months to learn these skills, but you can teach someone enough that they can feed themselves for a lifetime and they can feed their business and market their specific business model. So I put together this list. Let's see if I can find, actually, I think I've got my notepad here, and I will have written down these notes that I went through on the phone while I was looking at a Facebook page, writing down some stuff I do. And this is what I do actually for all of my consulting clients, is I generally try to look at some stuff that I can do for them, like physically do for them myself, and then I move on to the consulting. So I wanted to provide some value physically for her. I wanted to do some actual work on her Facebook page and on her Shopify store before I'd done all the consulting work, because I wanted to provide value and really, yeah, just provide as much value as I could for her. So Facebook page wise, I mean, I went on her Facebook page and straight away she had about 200 likes on the page, so I knew that we wanted to run some like campaigns on that Facebook page to grow it to a significant number so she could be further ahead of her competitors. Her Facebook at name was actually her personal name, the Facebook page, so very unprofessional, and she wasn't ranking very well on search at all for that specific product. Her cover photo was the same photo as her profile picture, which again is pretty unprofessional. So what I did was I changed her Facebook photo, her profile picture, and her cover photo. I got my graphic designer to make a really nice cover photo for her, which we uploaded as well. So we gave the Facebook page a full revamp. We ran a Facebook likes campaign, which has only been running for about 48 hours now, and she's already got over 500 extra Facebook likes on her page, and we want to run it until it's around 1,200, so it's got some good social proof and it's above her competitors, and then we're just going to chop that off and move on to some other marketing. Now I went over to her Shopify store as well, and she didn't actually have a Shopify storefront. She was only driving traffic from Facebook onto the direct product page. So I said, look, let me make up a simple one-page Shopify store for you, because she's only selling one product with different variety or different kind of like product sizes and quantity. She has like a multi-buy saver offer and things like that. So I said, let me make a one-page Shopify store for you, and I will I'll rank it on SEO very briefly, and I'll get you a custom domain name as well. She also sells to the US and UK market, so I said we'll have multiple currencies in there as well. So I sent her this email. It's a very, very simple email. I'll see if I can find that for you guys as well, because you may get value from what I actually said. It was just a very, very simple email after our phone call, because we ended the phone call, basically, I've skipped that part, sorry. We ended the phone call just saying, look, I'm going to put together a list for you of all the things that I can do for you, and then what I can do for you consulting wise, and then I'll send you over an email and you can get back to me that way. So sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Most of the time they do, because they're so hungry for what you're actually offering them. So let's just find this email. My apologies, I should have been more prepared before recording this video. Okay, so I said, hi Laura, pleasure speaking to you earlier. As promised, I've included a list of required changes and suggestions below. So I put a list down. So I put add option for US and UK currency on Shopify, create simple Shopify store and change pricing to reflect postage costs, get cheap Facebook likes through adverts, like adverts, we set a budget as well, change Facebook at name, change Facebook cover photo and infographic, and I put some suggestions in there as well for adverts. So I had some really nice suggestions about stories you could tell, because when she was speaking to me on the phone, she had some really great stories that she could tell about how she stumbled upon this product herself. So I said, look, record some videos and I'll teach you how to make a video ad campaign. I also then said, look, let's jump on an hour's consultation call and I will teach you how you can actually dive onto Facebook Ad Manager and how you can start creating these adverts and maximising on the content. And I said, for the above, I will need £500 for my time and you will pay for advert spend on top of this. I've got all the confidence in the world that you'll have a lot of success with the page once these changes are in place. Let me know if you have any questions. Kind regards, Jordan. She got back to me within like an hour, was like, let's go ahead and do this. Now, all of this work in total, I got cracking straight away. All of this work took me around 3 hours of my personal time. Annoyingly, my Shopify guy, I've got a guy on my team who manages Shopify pages. He's actually on holiday at the moment, so I had to do all the Shopify stuff myself, which I wasn't expecting to. But I did it. It was absolutely fine. It took me like an hour to do that. And then I've done all the Facebook stuff and got my graphic designer to do the infographic. All in all, I profited about £450 on this work, and it took about 3 hours, as I say, of my time. I spent an hour with her talking through Facebook Ads Manager, the very simple stuff, some very simple ad strategies as well, such as we spoke about a video advert campaign, talking about her story, as I just said, and then retargeting. I showed her how to retarget everybody from that video campaign with an offer on the cream product that she's selling. So after I did all of this work for Laura, I taught her about Ad Manager, I taught her about some ad strategies that she could use. We agreed that she would come to me if she ever needs any more Facebook ad work done. She's so happy with what we've already done to her page, and especially for the money that she got it for, and she's agreed that any more consulting work that she needs, any more adverts that she wants to make, any strategies that she needs a hand with, she'll book consultation calls through my website and we'll work on a consulting basis. Now, that's what I do normally with these kind of small scale businesses. With large scale businesses, big corporate businesses, I still do consulting work, and I do get them on monthly retainers. As I say, this is not full in-depth consulting training, but I will touch on that in later videos because I think it is a very interesting way to approach businesses, and it's also very easy as well because you don't have to physically do the marketing yourself. But I stress again the importance, I just wanted to tell you guys that story because I really stress the importance of qualifying these businesses before you start working with them. I don't take anybody's money. I want to make sure that they're the right fit for my business. I want to know that I can provide them easy results, and I'm genuinely interested in the product and knowledgeable about the product that I'm selling, because every single day I see messages in Facebook groups, messages in my inbox about, look, I'm struggling with this advert, what would you do about it? And I actually had a consultation call with one of my students, not naming any names, 2 days ago in the morning, and he was saying, can you look at this advert for me and diagnose it? I looked at the advert, he's doing everything right, his targeting is perfect, but the product he's pushing is shit. And if you're pushing shit, it's not going to sell, bottom line. And the only way you can't push shit is by making sure you don't work with shit, okay? You need to make sure that the businesses you're working with are quality and that you can provide value to them and you are comfortable promoting their service. So that's the end of this video, guys. It's just a short one. I wanted to share that story with you, and hopefully this will spur some of you guys on when you're on the phone, you're next on the phone to a business, you're thinking, I'm not too confident about this one. Maybe you can then push them on consulting work and some short-term value stacking, Facebook page work, Shopify store, whatever you think that you can do to improve on their business. Think outside the box. Anyway, that's the end of this video, guys. I'll be back again on Friday. Cheers.